Chosen one, this is not just another moment in your journey. This is an urgent invitation to pause and listen carefully. You may not have expected this message, but it has been carefully orchestrated by heaven itself. It's crucial for you to understand that this message has been blocked 3 times by the enemy, but now heaven has granted its delivery because you are finally ready to receive it. This is no coincidence, nor is it by chance. This moment is a divine appointment. Long before time began, God designed this message specifically for you. Every step, every trial, and every moment of waiting has led you to this precise moment. You are divinely positioned to hear these words and understand them in a way that will transform your journey. Heaven's command has been issued, and Archangel Michael himself has been assigned to guard this message. It has been released because your heart has been prepared by God to receive it. This is not just an opportunity. It is the final chance for you to embrace the blessing that awaits. Should you turn away now, you risk missing the fullness of what God has planned for you. This is your moment. Do not let it pass by. Chosen one, it's important for you to understand that this battle for the message you are about to receive was not just a fight of mere chance. The enemy has fought fiercely to block this message from reaching you because of the tremendous power it holds. You have likely experienced a series of challenges, delays, distractions, and obstacles, and each one was strategically placed to prevent you from hearing this divine truth. But know that none of this is a random occurrence. The enemy feared what you are about to realize, and because of the spiritual significance of the message you are about to embrace, they attempted to intervene, seeking to keep you from accessing it. The enemy does not waste energy on something insignificant. They only fight against what carries weight and purpose. Your destiny has been woven with divine purpose, and this message is an integral part of it. Every lie, every doubt, and every discouraging word you've encountered has been an attack against the greatness that God has already ordained for you. The more valuable something is, the more fiercely the enemy will try to block it. But God's plan remains unshaken. Despite all the attempts to derail your path, God has intervened in a mighty way. God knew what the enemy was planning, and he stepped in, ensuring that the message would reach you in perfect timing. The silence you may have felt, the stillness you endured, were not signs of abandonment, but signs of divine protection. God held back the full revelation of your purpose until the appointed time, ensuring that when you received it, you would be ready to step into it fully. This moment, this message, is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment, orchestrated before the foundations of the earth, when your soul was set apart to walk this path. You may have questioned why this message didn't come sooner. Why did it take so long for the answers you sought to materialize? The reason lies in God's perfect timing, which is always intentional and perfectly aligned with His will. You were not ready earlier, and this message could not have arrived any sooner. The struggles, the waiting, and the pain you have faced were not just for the sake of endurance, but for your spiritual maturity. God has been preparing you for this very moment, carefully crafting you into the person who can walk boldly into the destiny He has designed. The timing is now. The waiting has ended. This message is your key to the next phase of your journey. The Bible tells us in Ecclesiastes 3:1, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens." The timing of this moment is not accidental. God has perfectly aligned your heart, your circumstances, and your life for this season. You are now ready to hear and understand what He has been preparing you for. You have been shaped through trials, and through those challenges, God has been refining your character, sharpening your faith, and positioning you for what is to come. This message is an answer to your prayers, even those prayers you may have forgotten about, the ones that seemed unanswered. God has been listening to you all along, working behind the scenes, and now He is revealing the truth to you. Your heart has been prepared to receive this message because it was always meant for you. The world's distractions, the noise, and the confusion you faced were not meant to hinder you. They were meant to prepare you for this moment. Through your patience and perseverance, You have shown yourself worthy of the revelations that are now being revealed to you. God's intervention was not simply about stopping the enemy's attack. It was about setting the stage for your victory. He has been working tirelessly to align your life with His perfect will, to create the path that you are now about to walk. This moment of stillness was not a moment of waiting in vain, but a moment of preparation, of divine lockdown, where God was ensuring that you would not be distracted or derailed. When the right time came, when you were spiritually aligned, God would ensure that this message found its way to you, and now is that time. The Bible also reminds us of God's faithfulness and timing in Isaiah 55:11. "So is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it." The word that God is speaking to you now is not just a message, it is a declaration of purpose. This word will not return void, but will accomplish everything it was meant to accomplish in your life. The seeds that were planted in your heart long ago are now being watered, and the fruits of that planting will be seen in abundance. As you step into this new season, you are not walking into it unprepared. God has been building you, step by step, through the seasons of silence, pain, and struggle. Each moment, no matter how difficult, was part of your preparation. Your resilience has been strengthened, your trust has been deepened, and your faith has been refined in the fire. The moments that seemed like they would break you were the very moments that made you stronger. Just like gold is refined in the fire, your faith has been tested and purified, making you ready to walk in the fullness of the divine purpose God has for you. Now, as you move forward, the clarity you have longed for will be yours. The obstacles that seemed insurmountable will no longer hold you back. Doors that were once closed will now open in your favor, and the path will become clear. You will walk in confidence, knowing that God is with you, that He has ordained this moment for you, and that everything He has promised is now within reach. God has already declared victory over your life. The enemy may have tried to block your path, but God's plan cannot be stopped. Your destiny is unchangeable, and now that you are spiritually aligned, everything you need to fulfill it will be provided. This is your season of breakthrough, your season of divine alignment, and it is time for you to walk boldly into it, knowing that you have been prepared for such a time as this. God's timing is perfect, and now is your time. Take heart, chosen one, for the waiting is over. The season of silence and struggle has passed, and the new season of purpose, clarity, and fulfillment is upon you. Step into it boldly, with the assurance that the God who has been with you every step of the way will continue to guide you, protect you, and empower you to fulfill the incredible purpose He has placed on your life. Chosen one, you are in a season of spiritual activation, a season where everything within you is aligning with the divine purpose God has set before you. The inner stirrings that you feel, the chills running down your spine, the pounding of your heart, and perhaps the tears that have suddenly come, are all signs that your spirit is resonating deeply with the truth that is being shared. These physical and emotional responses are not by accident. They are confirmations from your soul that this moment is not only significant, but necessary for your growth and alignment with your destiny. As it is written in 1 Corinthians 2:10, "But God has revealed it to us by His Spirit. The Spirit searches all things, even the deep things of God." This activation is the Holy Spirit stirring your heart, awakening you to the truth that has always been within you, but has yet to be fully revealed. As this truth unfolds, know that you are not alone in this moment. The presence of Archangel Michael is a sign of the sacredness and seriousness of what is happening right now. Heaven is not simply watching, but actively involved in this divine process, ensuring that you receive every ounce of what you need for this next step. Archangel Michael, a warrior of God, stands with you in this moment as a divine protector, defending you and ensuring that the message you are receiving cannot be stolen, twisted, or misunderstood. Just as he fought on behalf of the people of Israel, he now fights on your behalf, guarding your heart and mind against any attacks or distractions that could try to pull you away from the truth being revealed. This is not a simple message. This is a message of divine justice, a message that affirms the prayers and tears you have sown for so long. God has seen every single moment of your struggle, your pain, and your perseverance. Every tear you have shed has been recorded in heaven, and God has heard your cries for justice, for healing, for restoration. Just as he said in Revelation 21:4, he will wipe every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. The time has come for that promise to be fulfilled in your life. This is your season of breakthrough, where divine justice will be served, and the suffering you've experienced will be acknowledged and redeemed. You will no longer be hidden in the shadows of struggle. Your light is about to shine brightly for all to see. The divine activation that is occurring within you is not just for personal healing, but for the fulfillment of your calling. You have been chosen, prepared, and positioned for such a time as this. God has been setting the stage for your breakthrough, and now you are being equipped with the strength, clarity, and wisdom to walk boldly into your divine purpose. The truth that is being revealed to you is not only about who you are, but also about the power that lies within you to transform the world around you. Isaiah 61 declares, "Arise, shine, for your light has come, and the glory of the Lord rises upon you." This is the time for you to rise, for you have been given the spiritual strength and activation to walk confidently in your calling. This season of spiritual activation also brings with it an awakening of your divine authority. You have been given the power to move in ways that others may not understand. Your voice, your presence, and your actions now carry weight in the spiritual realm. The enemy may try to distract you, but know that you have been equipped with divine armor to withstand any attacks. Ephesians 6:11 tells us, "Put on the full armor of God, so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes." You are no longer a passive observer of your destiny. You are an active participant in the divine plan that God has set before you. As you embrace this truth, you will find that doors will begin to open, relationships will be restored, and the path that seemed unclear will suddenly be lit with divine clarity. As God activates this power within you, it is important to remember that this is not just for personal benefit. Your spiritual activation is designed to affect the world around you. You are a vessel of divine change, and the gifts you carry are meant to be shared with those who need them. God has not placed you in this position for you to hide your light under a basket, but to let it shine brightly for others to see. Matthew 5:14-16 reminds us, "You are the light of the world. A town built on a hill cannot be hidden. Neither do people light a lamp and put it under a bowl. Instead, they put it on its stand, and it gives light to everyone in the house." As you step into the fullness of your divine calling, others will be drawn to the light that you carry, and your life will become a beacon of hope and transformation. In this moment of divine activation, it is essential that you trust the process and lean not on your own understanding. Proverbs 3:5-6 encourages, "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight." There may be moments when you feel uncertain or overwhelmed by the magnitude of what lies ahead, but rest assured that God's plan for your life is far greater than anything you could imagine. He has already equipped you for every challenge and every opportunity that will come your way. His divine timing and wisdom will lead you, and as long as you remain aligned with his will, nothing will stand in your way. You are stepping into a season where the activation of your gifts will bring transformation to those around you. Your spiritual sight and discernment will sharpen, and you will be able to see things in the spirit realm that others cannot. You will be able to navigate situations with wisdom and insight that only come from God. Your ability to transmute negative energy and turn it into a force for good will become more evident to those around you. As you continue to walk in your purpose, you will find that doors open effortlessly and blessings flow in ways that you never expected. But remember, this is not just about you. It is about the kingdom of God being advanced through your life. The spiritual activation you are experiencing is not a one-time event, but a process that will continue to unfold. With every step you take, you will find that God is equipping you for greater things, preparing you to move in higher levels of authority and influence. The waiting, the trials, and the pain you have endured have all been part of the process that has brought you to this moment. As you move forward, know that you are not walking alone. God is with you, guiding you every step of the way. Your breakthrough is now, and the time for you to walk boldly into your destiny has come. So, chosen one, embrace the activation that is happening within you. Trust the process, and know that God has called you to be a vessel of change in this world. Your divine purpose is unfolding, and it will not be stopped. Your destiny is greater than you have ever imagined. Chosen one, there comes a moment in every journey where a decision of great magnitude must be made. It is a moment that tests the very core of your faith and trust. You stand at the crossroads, feeling the weight of what lies ahead, wondering whether to remain steadfast in the face of uncertainty or to walk away from the unknown. This choice is not an easy one, and it comes with deep challenges, but it is also the turning point that will shape the course of your destiny. God is asking you, in this critical moment, to choose trust over doubt, obedience over fear, and patience over haste. The decision is not a light one, for it is a matter of aligning with His divine will and understanding that the journey, though difficult, is part of the grand purpose He has designed for you. In Isaiah 55:8, God reminds us, "For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways." You may not understand why things are taking so long, or why the path ahead seems unclear, but trust that God's timing is perfect. The silence you have been experiencing is not a sign of abandonment, but rather a divine preparation. God has been silent, not because He has forgotten about you, but because He is working in ways that are beyond your understanding. You may have prayed, sought guidance, and yet it seems as if the answers are delayed or even withheld. But rest assured, this period of stillness is not wasted time. It is a time of growth and development that God has ordained for you. Just as a seed must remain hidden in the soil before it can sprout and grow, so too must you remain in this time of silence, allowing God to work in your life behind the scenes. Psalm 46:10 reminds us, "Be still and know that I am God." In this stillness, God is preparing you for what is to come. He is aligning the circumstances, people, and opportunities that will fulfill His promises to you. God's timing is always intentional. While the world may measure success by quick results and visible progress, God's ways are often different. He knows that the right timing is crucial for your growth. This is why the delays you have faced have not been denials. They are divine pauses that allow for the perfect unfolding of His plan. You may have felt as if you were left behind or that others are moving ahead, but God's timing is far superior to the rush of the world. He is making sure that when your time comes, it will be the perfect season for you to step into your calling, fully prepared and equipped to fulfill it. Ecclesiastes 3:1 teaches us, "There is a time for everything, and a season for every activity under the heavens." In this moment of waiting, God is aligning you with His perfect purpose, and when the time is right, everything will fall into place. As you navigate through this moment of stillness, know that this is a season of spiritual growth. You may feel as though you are in a holding pattern, waiting for something to change, but in reality, God is preparing you for the next phase of your calling. This time of waiting is not a time of stagnation, but a time of transformation. You are being shaped, molded, and refined for what lies ahead. Just as gold is refined in the fire, so too are you being refined in this season. Your character, your faith, and your trust in God are being strengthened, ensuring that when the time comes, you will be able to carry the weight of the blessings and responsibilities that are about to be entrusted to you. Romans 5:3-4 reminds us, "Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance, perseverance, character, and character, hope." The trials you have faced and the silence you have endured have built in you the perseverance and character that will be necessary for your next season. As you choose to stay and trust in God's plan, know that He is preparing you to step into a new season of your calling. This season is not one of frustration or confusion, but one of divine clarity and purpose. God is setting the stage for a breakthrough that will not only fulfill your personal destiny, but also bring glory to His name. Your willingness to remain faithful during the waiting period will be rewarded, as you will enter a season where the vision you've carried in your heart will begin to manifest. Habakkuk 2:3 encourages us, "For the revelation awaits an appointed time. It speaks of the end and will not prove false. Though it linger, wait for it. It will certainly come and will not delay." The waiting period may feel long, but in reality, it is preparing you for something far greater than you could have imagined. In this season of trust, you will also find that God is deepening your spiritual roots. Just as a tree grows its roots deep into the soil to weather storms and bear fruit, so too are you being rooted in the spiritual truths and principles that will guide your life. Your faith is being strengthened, and your ability to discern God's voice is becoming sharper. You are learning to hear Him more clearly, and as you do, you will be able to move with divine purpose and direction. As Psalm 1:3 says, "That person is like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields its fruit in season, and whose leaf does not wither. Whatever they do prospers." God is preparing you to be firmly rooted in His Word, and as a result, everything you do will prosper in His timing. Trusting in God's timing and remaining still during this period is not passive. It is an active choice to surrender to God's plan. It is a choice to trust that He is in control, even when things feel uncertain or delayed. By remaining still, you are allowing God to work in ways that you cannot yet see. This time of stillness is not wasted. It is part of the divine process that is leading you toward your breakthrough. As you trust and wait, you are being prepared for something far greater than you can imagine. Your future is full of promise, and your faithfulness during this time will lead to the fulfillment of the promises God has spoken over your life. Remember that the waiting is not in vain. God's timing is perfect, and every moment you spend trusting Him is a moment that brings you closer to the fulfillment of His plan. He has not forgotten you, and He is not delaying your destiny. This is your season to trust, to rest, and to know that God is working on your behalf. When the time is right, He will open the doors that need to be opened, and you will walk into your destiny with clarity, peace, and divine empowerment. Keep trusting, keep waiting, and know that the best is yet to come. Chosen one, it's time to recognize that the season you have been waiting for is upon you. Heaven is now ready to restore all that the enemy has tried to steal from you. What has been delayed, held back, or taken away is about to be returned in ways that exceed your expectations. It may have seemed like everything was lost, or perhaps you doubted that your breakthrough was ever coming. But now, in this divine moment, God is preparing to open the floodgates of blessings that will completely transform your life. Just as Joel 2:25 states, "I will restore to you the years that the swarming locust has eaten." God is making good on His promises. What the enemy meant for evil, God will use for your good. The restoration is not just about the return of what you've lost. It is also about a newfound strength, wisdom, and purpose that will propel you into the future that God has ordained for you. As God begins to restore, you will also experience a deep sense of revelation and clarity. the blindness and confusion that once clouded your vision will be lifted, and you will begin to see your path more clearly than ever before. In the stillness, the fog will dissipate, and the way forward will be illuminated by divine light. Where you once felt lost or uncertain, now you will know exactly where to go and what to do. The opportunities that have always been meant for you will now come into full view, and you will recognize them for what they truly are. Just as in Psalm 119:105, "Your word is a lamp to my feet and a light to my path." God's guidance will now shine brightly, showing you the way forward. This clarity will bring peace to your heart, knowing that you are not walking in the dark, but are being led by the very hand of God. The key to stepping into this new season is trust. You may have questioned, waited, and struggled, but now you are being called to trust fully in what heaven is revealing to you. The message you have longed for was delayed, not because it was never meant for you, but because its power was so great that the enemy tried to block it. But now, God has prepared you, and you are ready to receive what was once withheld. The trust you place in God at this pivotal moment will determine how deeply you enter into the next season of your life. Trusting God's process, timing, and the path He is revealing will unlock the future that you couldn't have imagined. Isaiah 55:9 tells us, "As the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts." You may not understand all the steps, but trust that God's ways are beyond your comprehension, and He is bringing you into a place of greater blessing than you could ever have planned for yourself. In this moment of restoration, you will find not just material blessings, but spiritual ones as well. Your relationship with God will deepen, and your sense of purpose will become more defined. The trials and the waiting, though difficult, have refined your character and prepared you to handle the greatness that is now being released. God has been shaping you into someone who can steward the blessings that are coming, and your ability to manage them with wisdom, grace, and humility will be a testament to the work He has done in your life. As James 1:12 reminds us, "Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love Him." The blessings you are about to receive are not just rewards for your patience, but also the evidence of your spiritual growth and faithfulness. Now that the barriers have been removed, the floodgates of opportunity and blessing will pour forth. This will be a time of both spiritual and material breakthrough. The relationships that were meant for you will begin to align, and doors that were once closed will open with ease. You will no longer have to force things to happen or strive to fit into places that were never meant for you. What has been designed for you will naturally come into place. Philippians 4:19 assures us, "And my God will meet all your needs according to the riches of His glory in Christ Jesus." As God opens doors for you, trust that He will supply every need along the way, providing both the wisdom and the resources to walk confidently into the new season He is bringing you into. This new season will not just be about receiving the blessings that were once delayed, but also about stepping into the fullness of your divine purpose. The time for confusion and questioning is over. You will step into a season where you know exactly who you are and why you are here. The gifts and talents God has placed within you will begin to flourish in ways you never thought possible. Your purpose will become clear, and you will operate from a place of divine clarity and alignment. As Romans 8:28 states, "And we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love Him, who have been called according to His purpose." Everything that has happened in your life, every trial, every delay, and every moment of waiting has been working for your good. Now, God is revealing His perfect plan for you, and you will walk in the fullness of it. With the restoration that is coming, you will not only receive what you've lost, but also gain far more than you ever imagined. This is the season where God's promises to you will be fulfilled in abundance. The challenges you've faced will become stepping stones to your greater purpose, and the weight of your past struggles will be outweighed by the weight of God's glory and blessing on your life. As you step into this new season, know that it is a season of favor, elevation, and fulfillment. God is not just restoring what was lost, but He is preparing you to receive more than you could ever imagine. Ephesians 3:20 reminds us, "Now to Him who is able to do immeasurably more than all we ask or imagine, according to His power that is at work within us." The time of restoration has come, and you are ready to walk into a new season of divine favor, abundant blessings, and unshakable purpose. Trust that everything you have endured, every tear you have shed, and every prayer you have whispered has been part of the divine preparation for what is now unfolding. What you've been waiting for is finally here, and it is time to step into it with faith, confidence, and the knowledge that God has been working behind the scenes, preparing you for this very moment. Your future is bright, and the best is yet to come. Chosen one, now is the time to embrace the moment that has been set before you. For too long, you've waited and wondered when your breakthrough would come. But now the door that heaven has opened is right in front of you. It's not just a door, it's an invitation to step into the purpose that God has carefully prepared for you since before the foundation of the world. It is a season where every action, every word, and every choice you make will shape your future. Your destiny is in your hands, and this moment is yours to claim. Remember the words from Isaiah 43:19. "See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it?" This is the new thing that God is doing in your life. It's time to step forward with unwavering faith and trust that what God has for you is greater than anything you could have imagined. There may be fear within you, a fear of missing out, a fear of taking the wrong step, or even a fear of the unknown. These fears are natural, and they may try to hold you back from walking through the open door that God has placed before you. But remember, chosen one, that courage is not the absence of fear. It is the ability to move forward despite it. 2 Timothy 1:7 reminds us, "For God gave us a spirit not of fear, but of power and love and self-control." You have within you everything you need to face your fears and move boldly into your purpose. Fear may try to paralyze you, but courage will propel you forward. The hesitation you feel is normal, but it does not define you. This is a moment of transformation. You are being asked not to look back or second guess, but to trust fully in the path that God has laid before you. This is a time of action, where God is inviting you to step into a future that has been prepared for you. Proverbs 3:5-6 speaks directly to this moment. "Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to Him, and He will make your path straight." Trust in His timing and His plan. Even when things don't seem to make sense, or when you don't have all the answers, know that God is making your path straight, even when you can't yet see it clearly. As you step forward, it's essential to remember that God is committed to you and your journey. He is not a distant observer, but a loving Father who is intimately involved in every step you take. He has seen your struggles, heard your prayers, and knows the desires of your heart. You are not walking this path alone. Heaven is backing you up, and divine protection surrounds you. Psalm 91:11 reassures us, "For He will command His angels concerning you to guard you in all your ways." There is an army of heavenly support standing beside you, ensuring that you are guided and protected as you move forward into the unknown. You can be certain that God has your back, and you are stepping into a season of His favor and grace. This is your moment, chosen one. Heaven has prepared you for this time. The fears, the doubts, the pain, and the waiting, everything you've experienced up until now has been part of the refining process that has made you ready to step into your calling. God has been working behind the scenes, orchestrating every detail, positioning you for this new season. What once seemed like setbacks were merely setups for the greatness that lies ahead. The trials you faced were not meant to break you, they were meant to build you. James 1:12 says, Blessed is the one who perseveres under trial, because, having stood the test, that person will receive the crown of life that the Lord has promised to those who love him. You have persevered, and now your reward is on the horizon. Now is the time to take action. The waiting has come to an end, and it's time to move forward with faith, courage, and trust in God's perfect plan for your life. You are stepping into a future that is aligned with God's will, and His blessing will follow you every step of the way. As you take that first step, know that God has already gone ahead of you, preparing the way. Isaiah 45:2 promises, "I will go before you and will level the mountains. I will break down gates of bronze and cut through bars of iron." God is making a way for you where there seems to be no way. Every obstacle will be cleared, and every barrier will be broken as you move forward in faith. In this season of action, the choices you make will have lasting impact. Heaven is depending on you to trust, to act, and to move forward in the divine plan that has been established for you. You are not merely stepping into a new season, you are stepping into your divine destiny. It's time to rise to the occasion, to walk in the fullness of who God has called you to be. The time for hesitation is over, and now is the time for boldness, strength, and unwavering trust in God's promises. In the coming days, you will see the fruit of your faithfulness. The door that has been opened to you will lead to opportunities beyond your imagination. Relationships will align, doors of favor will open, and everything that was once blocked will now flow freely to you. As you continue walking in obedience, remember that your steps are ordered by the Lord, and He will lead you into a season of blessing, breakthrough, and fulfillment. Isaiah 55:11 declares, "So is my word that goes out from my mouth. It will not return to me empty, but will accomplish what I desire and achieve the purpose for which I sent it." The word that God has spoken over your life will come to pass. Every promise He has made will be fulfilled, and your destiny is unfolding before your eyes. Chosen one, it's time to step into your purpose. It's time to rise up with courage and walk forward in faith, knowing that God is with you every step of the way. You are being called to something greater, and the future ahead of you is brighter than anything you could have imagined. The waiting is over, and now you are stepping into the fullness of your divine calling. Trust the process, take the steps, and watch as God unfolds His plan for you. Your future is in His hands, and it is filled with purpose, power, and an abundance of blessing.